Good morning, everybody. Hope you had a nice weekend. We are now popping off into I think we're in week 5 now, which is wild. But just, weekly recap, letting you guys know where we're at, what's going on. So you guys are all finally, like as a group, everyone's getting on board with the assignments, the submissions, the emails. Like that's starting to happen much more seamlessly, which is perfect. I know I'm a bit strict with that in the beginning, but once we all get on the same page, it really does get a lot easier for everyone moving forward. So that's outstanding. We officially have one student so far in all my classes who is about to finish their course. So that's exciting news. So congratulations in advance to that student who will probably be done this week. Remember, you can go ahead, you just can't go back. So just make sure you're keeping up with things moving forward and there won't be any issues there. Also, on a side note, it kills me to say this, but the Jets are awful. What's going on with the Jets? What's going on with the Giants? Like, listen, for some of you who are football fans, I mean, come on, can we get a win? Just one between either team? Like, this is nonsense. Every season, we come into it with so much hope. It's going to be different this year. And my wife, every year, she's like, the Jets stink. They're going to lose. And I'm like, no, they're going to be good this year. They're not. They're terrible. It's embarrassing. It's so hard to be a football fan in New York right now. But that's all right. At least the Rangers have the number one draft pick, and the Islanders didn't win the Stanley Cup. So that's a win in my book. But other than that, listen, just keep up the good work. Everything's going well. As always, please reach out to me if you have questions. Don't hesitate to set up some virtual meetings. And then lastly, I got for those of you who watched the full video, you guys know there's some good news on my end. My daughter is on the way. So long story short, here's the timeline. If my wife doesn't go into labor today, tomorrow, or Wednesday, she's getting induced on Wednesday, which means Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm not going to be as available, all for great reasons, of course. So if you do email me, like I'll have my phone on me and stuff. It's just expect a slight delay with response time. So my recommendation, just take a look at everything as quickly as possible. Reach out with questions sooner rather than later, and we'll take it from there. But it's going to be a little bit crazy on my end for the next couple of days. So I'm just going to ask for patience, and as long as you're staying on top of things and reaching out in advance, shouldn't be any issues there. But other than that, guys, let's just keep grinding, keep track of the weather. It's starting to get a little nicer out. So want to get your workouts outside. For those of you who are my phys ed classes, go for it. Otherwise, just stay safe. COVID seems to be ramping back up. Just make sure you're following those recommendations from the CDC. Make sure you're washing your hands. Make sure you're doing whatever, the CDC is recommending to stay safe and protect yourselves. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep up the good work.